Hello friends, this is going to be a quick write with me because this is done. I can't believe this book is finished. It's kind of surreal and I'm really proud of how it turned out, and I can't wait to type it up and edit it, make it all sound looking good, reading well, and then publishing it so I can share it with you guys. It was quite a ride for sure. There were some ups and downs, some tough, tight places. There were those really good, smooth places, those very sad places that broke my heart even as a writer, and I'm tearing up right now just thinking of them. And there were the good times too that made me laugh even as the writer, that were inspiring, were fun and entertaining, and overall it was a really good experience. I really enjoyed it. And I think for the biggest takeaway of writing this book would be, this is my first book that I wrote in first person retrospective. So they're telling the story. So that was my first time writing a book like that. And I learned how to get away with not writing I or me or myself very often, so it wasn't annoying. Because when I read first person books, which isn't often, it bothers me when it's I, me, I, over and over again. So I tried to avoid that and basically just write it like third person. And instead of saying the character's name, put the I there so that it trained me to say it less. But I really loved getting that really close perspective. But then because it's retrospective, I also had some thoughts like, I didn't think of it this way then, but here's what I think of it now, sort of thing. So it was very interesting and very fun to explore. I really loved all the new techniques that I learned and experimented with, and the characters were so much fun. Like, I had so much fun with these characters. I think my favorite character was probably, that's really hard. I'm not sure. I'm torn between two characters. They're brother and sister elves. Those two are my favorite. And the way I'm writing this series is really interesting because I started with I don't have the timeline up anymore. Dadgummit. But the first book that I wrote, the first fantasy that I've mentioned several times, that one's actually the third one in a series of 5. This one is the first book in a series of 5. And right now I am plotting the second book. So I started with 3 and now 1, 2. And my plan is to write 4 and 5 after I finish book 2. I don't have anything else to say. I think this thing held up really well, except for the fact, that it tore up like that and it's no longer connected up here. I think it's just because I made this arch a little too wide, and so it did that. For the notebook itself, I really enjoyed the clasp like that, but as you can see, it got really loose over time. It's ridiculously loose now. I got to the point where that little notebook, it's sitting across the room. I can see it from where I'm at. That little notebook with the poems and songs and stuff that I stick in the back, it will fall out. Like, that's why it's sitting on the other side of the room. I picked up my book and the notebook fell out. and I'm definitely not gonna just use one layer of a belt or of leather and stuff again, because it really loosened up. But the notebook itself, like the rest of it, is very sturdy. None of the pages fell apart like in my first notebook. If you want to see the atrocity that became, you can check out the making of this notebook. But I didn't use all the paper from this one. I have, let's see. Oh no, I'm pulling out my sticky tab. No. It's very loose now. But I have this much paper left. It's like 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters worth of paper. And I don't know how I'm gonna get that out so I can reuse it. I hate to waste paper, but I might just have to let it go. I can write a couple short stories, some fantasy short stories using those. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, because this is so stuck in there, like with the headbands and all the sewing and everything. And if you saw that making video, you know all the layers of fabric that are holding the binding together, and I don't want to have to tear that up. It'd be heartbreaking for one, and two, painstaking. So I'm not doing that. But it is done. And to celebrate, I learned a couple new line dances, which was a lot of fun. Let's see, which ones did I learn? I learned Wagon Wheel. I love Wagon Wheel. I love that song. I heard it when I was a child sometime, and when I heard it again, I was like, oh my goodness, I love that song. I don't know where I heard it. So I learned Wagon Wheel. I learned another version of Copperhead Road. I know the other version with the grapevines, but this one was a more stationary one where you're doing a lot of kicking. So that was a lot of fun. And then, Man, I Feel Like a Woman, the dance for that. So it was a lot of fun. I celebrated a lot. And if you guys really want to see me lion dance, I can put that on for you. Probably on Facebook, but I'll see if I can do it on here, just because I have some video editing stuff on Facebook that I don't have on for YouTube. So that being said, we are done with Write With Me's for now, unless you guys want me to keep going. So I know I said this would be short, but it's going on 8 minutes, like past 8 minutes now. So what I was originally doing for these Write With Me's was for this specific book. But now that this book is done, I was going to stop and pick it back up when I'm going to edit it, so you see the entire book from start to finish. But if you guys really want me to keep going, I can update you guys on what I'm writing just once a month like I've been doing. So if you made it this far into the video, let me know in the comments if you want me to keep going or not. I would love your input because I'm here for you guys. So that's the main reason why I'm here, is I want to do things for you guys. So that is done, and I'm signing out. Until next time. Bye.